You are live.
What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is our very first live. I am Jeremy. You guys are watching Morphles Morphs. So you can see, sitting next to me over here is my best friend, too. It's going to be a really out of the ordinary show tonight, everybody. He is the main reason I actually even got into doing a YouTube channel. So I thought it was very fitting to have him be the very first guest on the show. And he knows his YouTube stuff. He's got a couple different channels. They're all in the description. And basically, he's helped me out a lot with it. So we're going to go over just some of the things as far as YouTube, like how it works, how to get started, some of Tu's experiences with reptiles and snakes, because they're rather amusing, I think. And yeah, we'll take some questions from you guys. If you have any questions about your channels or anything like that, or any snake questions, whatever. We're just going to kind of roll with the flow a little bit and go from there. But before we do get into any of the topics, I want to give a shout out to My Animal House, Justin. He went and I got a free shirt from his live. I guess it was a couple weeks ago, and just wanted to give a shout out to him. Greatly appreciate it. And I even got some, where's the camera? There we go. Some really cool stickers.
You lost the camera on the live stream. Oh my goodness.
So, all right. Shout out to Justin at My Animal House. He does lives a couple nights a week. It's pretty laid back, fun, relaxing show. So anybody who feels free, go ahead and check them out. They're a really cool gang to hang out with. So I'm just gonna go give a couple shout outs here to everybody that's in the channel. Inklon, what's up? Petsotics, what's going on? Rob, thanks for coming. Will's Heli Heat, thanks for coming in. Phil, the two what?
I'm helping you shout out with the visuals. You take care of
Thanks
reading.
for the memories. Jeremy and Holly, what is going on? Thanks for coming. Hello, my beautiful, lovely wife. Thanks for tuning in with us, even though you're upstairs cooking dinner for us.
Better be good.
Yeah, I think we're having pork chops,
cheesy potatoes,
and asparagus, and there was some toilet bowl cleaner I saw up there with the food as well. So this may be the one and only life you guys all get.
Yeah, our wives are upstairs poisoning us. That's quite all right. It happens. Marriage.
And they have the babies, so I mean, they might get distracted. Who knows? Mark at 403, what is going on? Mean Serpents, what's going on? Celtic Angie, what's up? I forget your husband's name. I'm really sorry on that one. I definitely need to watch. What's that?
It's Dan.
I'm kidding. I was gonna say, how do you know? So I want to watch your guys' channel a lot more. I think I watched 1 or 2 videos and I absolutely loved it. Ball Python's 9, what's up? Florida Born, what's going on? So all right, let's get into this because we got like roughly an hour for tonight. I probably won't put much of a time restraint on most lives. But since our wives are upstairs slaving over a hot stove and dealing with one chaotic child and one quiet little angel that is not mine. I
wouldn't call him an angel.
We don't want to go too long, but we'll go, we'll try to.
Do you hear that?
Does anyone hear the thumping going on up there?
Yeah, there's a lot going on upstairs.
Also, if you guys hear a fan in the background, let me know because I can turn my fan off. We are down here in the snake room. You can see Zena's out. I thought that'd be a nice little distraction if we start getting really stupid here. So you guys can tune in on the pretty carpet python.
And we're going to stupid.
But right there is Justin at My Animal House.
And right there, love the shirt, bro. Thank you very much.
I didn't get a shirt, but that's quite all right. I have one of my own.
All right, so tell us about your channels.
Okay, so I have been doing YouTube since like 2006. I've had a lot of channels in the past. Started with like Naruto, AMVs, and then did a bunch of random high school and real life videos, did like music videos and that type of thing. And then switched to gaming, and then bringing us to today where I have a channel about finance and like YouTube marketing. And I'm starting to grow another gaming channel at this point. So those are the two main channels I'm working with. And I currently have 2 channels that are monetized, working on my third. I also have a tutorial channel. So I have a lot of YouTube channels, more that have failed than that have succeeded. But at this point, YouTube is a great source of income for me, pays the mortgage and a little bit more than that. So I would say it's going well.
Which one's would you say is your most successful? Probably the finance, and because you do like some cooking and stuff on that one, on your one channel too, don't you?
Yeah, at this point, I've set up that YouTube channel with a bunch of like tutorials, finance tutorials on the back end. So every day gets about 6,000 views across like all of my videos. And I have like 260 videos on that YouTube channel. So it's generating a decent amount of income from my old videos, so that I can pretty much just upload whatever I want on the YouTube channel. And I'm shifting gears on that channel to more about like YouTube marketing and personal finance, because those are 2 things I'm interested in. And my gaming channel, I have like a little over 500 subscribers. I've hit the amount of watch time that I need to monetize it. I just need to get to the subscribers. And right now, I have a Catan Let's Play going on there, but maybe someday I'll bring Pokemon or some FPSs on there. I don't know. Maybe we'll play Call of Duty and upload some footage on there. We'll see.
Some crazy Warzone footage with you and me in it.
Yes.
All right. So, how about
you see that comment?
what?
You just hit 400 subs. Congrats.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I was hoping that would happen, but let's see if it stays at 400, because lately I've had a tendency where I climb a few and then I drop all of a sudden out of nowhere. So, but greatly appreciate all the support, guys. It's actually very hard to believe hitting 400 subs. It's hard to believe 400 people actually care about what I have to say or anything like that. I know it does blow my mind. It really does. I do enjoy making all the videos and all the content, showing off all the snakes. I love sharing what I enjoy with others, and especially being able to produce some of these amazing snakes. I mean, granted, through the camera, it doesn't do them total justice, but at least you guys get to see some of the amazingness that I get to see daily, and I think that's pretty cool. So, too, how about your first reptile show and snake experience? Because I broke this man's cherry on the reptile show and snake experience, I do believe.
Okay, so if I was not friends with Jeremy here, I would not go anywhere close to snakes, reptiles, anything like that, because to be honest, I'm terrified of snakes. So the fact that I'm sitting here in Jeremy's snake room, full of snakes, it's because I'm his friend. If it wasn't for that, I would not be anywhere near here. But he brought me to a reptile show. Where was that?
It was the Hamburg Reptile Show up. We're in Pennsylvania, if nobody knows, Lancaster County. Hamburg, Pennsylvania is the Hamburg show there is probably, I would say, one of the biggest shows that I'm aware of. I guess Gettysburg is another big one. They're a Battlefield Expo, but Hamburg is a humongous show up in Hamburg, PA, and it's right near the Cabela's. If anybody knows where the Cabela's is in Pennsylvania, it's basically across the road from that almost.
Okay. So
Rob says you need to hold a snake tonight. I am on with that.
Sorry, Rob. If a snake comes out, I am leaving this room. The door is right there. I will be off of this live stream so quick. I will slide under this table that the computers are on, and I'll just see a blank screen on my end.
The way we're actually sitting, I put 2 kind of at the one side, so that way, if I do go to get a snake out for you guys, if you guys want to see any here at some point, I don't have to walk around him. I can even turn the computer so that way I don't have to go near him with it. We'll explain a little bit part of how I know how bad he is with the snakes. But so
we'll also up to your gaming channel if you do. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, all right. So you brought me to this reptile show.
Yep.
I've never been to a reptile show in my life, and it's pretty early in the
I was gonna
morning.
say I think we got there. Hamburg, I think, opens up at 9 to the public, if I'm not mistaken. I think we got there at about 8:30. It was one of the winter shows. Even it was like one of the first shows of the year.
Yeah.
There was snow on the ground, and we had to park like a good ways away. We couldn't even find parking in the actual area where you normally park.
Wasn't there a little bit of snow? I remember walking through some slush. And
Yeah, there was snow. Yeah,
I'm doing all this for a reptile show.
And he's there thinking like the whole way up. I was telling him how big the Hamburg show is, because I think it is over like 200 tables. It's a decent sized show.
Huge.
And a lot of stuff. I mean, you guys have all been to reptile shows, so you know what it's all like. If Jeremy gets 20 like Spaths,
Whoa, I didn't sign up for any of this. I just signed up to be here, sitting next to him, just seeing how the live stream goes. So I am not committing to holding a snake. No way. That's what he's trying to get me to do.
If we can put it this way, if you guys can get me to hit 500 subs tonight, we'll pull Xena out for 2, and he can hold Xena. And if anybody knows my stories about Xena, it's well worth that extra 100 subs.
Nope. I will cower in fear. That actually is part of this story.
It is. Part of it is, yeah.
Okay, so we get there. We finally get to the building that the reptile show is being hosted in. So right off the bat, there's this huge line. The parking lot that's attached to this building is completely filled, and there's this line of people waiting to get into the building because the convention didn't even start yet. So we're there in the cold, waiting in line. I'm like, dude, are these people really here just to go in and see these reptiles? Like, why are there so many people here? I didn't get it. Like, I'm not part of this community.
He thought I was just kind of blowing this whole thing out of proportion. It's just one of those, for someone that's never been to one, it's like you almost have to, you can't describe it to them. They have to see it to believe it.
Yeah. So while we're standing there, we're just waiting a little bit. And then, the hours reached where the convention was open. Some people were cycling through. And then after 10, 15 minutes, we started seeing people kind of cycle out. Like they already went through a couple places that they wanted to see in the convention. And some people were bringing out boxes and Tupperware containers. And I was just looking at it, like, you really have like this tiny little snake in this little Tupperware container that you're just walking out. And some people are stacking them. I'm like, dude, if you fall and like the container opens, like that snake is coming out. This is what I'm thinking. And then we see these boxes, and they have like red tape or something.
Oh, yeah. They were boxes, and they had I don't want to say deli containers, but the bigger containers with the red tape that has the hops in it.
Yeah.
Like the venomous stuff.
So then I'm like, people are actually coming here, volunteering, getting a venomous animal and bringing it into their house.
Because you thought I was joking when I told you that you could buy cobras and rattlesnakes and stuff, I think. I don't think you legit realized that you can buy almost anything under the sun. Alligators. Like, you were shocked when you even saw an alligator at the show.
Yeah, like I didn't think people could just have a pet alligator or a venomous snake as a pet and just kind of, why? Why would people do that? Is what I was trying to talk to you about. It just didn't make sense to me. But hey, everyone has, their interests and they want to die. That's all.
I'll say this: I think venomous snakes are some of the most beautiful animals out there. Beauty definitely comes with its price. I will say this though: I know my luck, and I would guarantee you that if I would ever have a venomous snake, I would probably be dead shortly after, or at least in the hospital, because I know for a fact I'd get bit. I just know it. So my luck sucks, so I would not even attempt it.
I worry about you every time I see one of your videos starting off with like a snake wrapping around your neck. I was like, wow, how did he upload this while he's getting strangled? I guess this is his last video.
There was a few times you actually commented on how ballsy you thought I was.
Yeah, I mean, I would not do half the stuff that he's doing. So,
and Celtic, not only would it be neat to take him to an NARBC show, but I need to get to an NARBC show.
What is that?
It's basically, layman's terms, it's some of the biggest reptile shows you'll ever go to with some of the biggest name breeders. Like, it's just craziness. It's stuff that you would look at it and be like, I don't see the price of that snake worth it. And us that breed snakes would be like, oh my God, I need that. I need to take a loan out for that.
No way. Okay, so after the line, we eventually get in there, and I've been to, flea markets for food and stuff like that, where you're pretty much just shoulder to shoulder and, trying to get through a line, trying to get the food that you want. So it was that exact same situation, but with snakes. A bunch of tables, just snakes, people holding them, people taking them out. And I'm just like, dude, why are there so many snakes just kind of like being opened and like held, and like people just whipping snakes, through lines, like, oh, look at this guy. I'm like, it was the terrifying thing I've ever done.
So when I took my wife Kara to for her first show, actually I think her first show, I took her to one to get her out of the house so we could get her family could get the house set up for her birthday party. So on her birthday, I took her to a show that was at the Oaks down around Philly. And I know this is off topic. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Do your thing.
We went down there, and that was her first reptile show, I do believe. So on for her birthday, I got to go to a reptile show, and she let me buy a snake. Technically for my birthday, because our birthdays are like 2 days apart. I'm January 30th and she's February 1st. So it kind of was a trip, I guess, for both of us, but more for her, and I ended up benefiting out of it. So, but I know she gets spazzed out.
Especially with the legs. Go on.
She gets kind of spazzed out when she gets around the spiders and stuff. So it always shows a little bit on the interesting side. So anyway, continue to. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. So yeah. At one point, there was a guy walking out with this huge turtle, like, holding it like a baby. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cute. Turtles are cute. I'd have a pet turtle. I had a pet turtle very long ago, but you were getting a snake. I don't know what kind of snake you got.
I had planned on I actually went with a vision that I wanted a certain ball python. I forget the exact morph. I think I was going for a clown female. I forget. I really can't remember.
You had two that you were looking at.
I had two that I had. If I saw one, I was gonna drop the hammer and get it. And I did not find a single one of what I wanted at all, which was probably the first time in history I ever went to a show that I didn't find a ball python I didn't want.
Well, you brought home one.
But I still brought home the snake. I ended up getting. That's where I got Lagatha. Just text me. That's where I picked up Lagatha, our other jungle carpet python, which had her on around my neck for. That would have been the. What did I call that? It was the our 10 goals for the 2022 year. Really did some weird stuff there. Anyway, I had her around my neck, so that's where we picked up Lagatha, and 2 was like all cool, calm, cool, and collected about it. He kind of didn't get too close to me with her.
They put it in a mesh bag.
They did put it in a mesh bag where you could see through it. So it made the
Tupperware container. It was just this thin little bag. That's all it was. And it was just tied at the top. They didn't like double knot it, double tie. It was just strings pulled close together. Oh, that'll be fine.
They did have it knotted.
Okay.
They had it. They had it. 2 was a little on the slightly petrified side. And we finished walking through the show, and actually, I guess I got her at the end. We walked through the show, picked her up at the very end because I wasn't sure if I saw her. She was like these. I think there's only 2 stands that had carpets that day, and I was like, I didn't want to drop the hammer on her because I really wanted to go and get one of the ball pythons that I wanted. But I ended up like, you know what? She's beautiful. The colors are right. The pattern's right. I saw future in that because she was still just starting her color change. So I thought she's going to be an outstanding adult for as much yellow as she had then. And I think she's absolutely stunning. She's definitely has not disappointed me at all. So ended up getting her, and we walked out to the truck, fired up the truck, and I was originally thinking, I didn't realize exactly how petrified 2 was. I thought, well, I'll have 2 hold the snake in the bag on his lap.
Yeah, right. In your dreams, that was going to happen.
And, that way, because, at least till the truck got warmed up a little bit. And needless to say, he declined on that one real quick. So I put her on the center console between the two of us. And since she was in this thin mesh bag that you could see through, like every time she would turn and look towards two would take his coffee cup and literally like use it as a shield
If
to
it was gonna
protect himself
strike
from
me,
the snake in the bag.
it was just sitting next to me, kind of looking at me like, oh, I could tell this guy is terrified, so I'm just gonna mess with him. So I just like put my my
Coffee cup.
my Yeti cup there, and I was like, head towards the edge of the seat, like, all right, nope, if it strikes me.
If he could have put the window down and sat on the edge of the window, he probably would have done it.
I consider sitting in the back. When you put that thing on the center console, I was like, should I just be like, yeah, I'm sitting in the back? Or like, no, I'll sit up front.
You did handle it well. It does show that even though people can be scared to death of snakes like Two is, you can, in fact, coexist with them and not be too bad.
Well, I'm in a room full of them.
You are in a room full of them, and one's loose. Right. I'm just joking. None of them are loose. Thank goodness.
Yeah,
I would be a nervous wreck if that was the case.
Yeah, just you. I'm sure just you would be a nervous wreck. I remember having to transport all of these containers and stuff from your snake room upstairs, bring them down there, and I was helping you hold the snakes. I was walking down the stairs with your Tupperware containers full of them. It's like, yeah, if I drop this, I'm running the opposite way.
I forgot you did help me move all these from upstairs down because Dom helped me move them up. And speaking of Dom, right before we started this live, I don't know if my son's watching this, but Dominic is my son. He came in and like the door to the snake room, I heard it open up and it just slowly creaked open, like really creepily. And this head pops through and he goes, Dad, what are we doing for supper? And I just looked at him like, dude, and like legit, we had like a minute left till we went live. And I'm like, dude, it's like we are almost live because, oh, what are we doing for supper?
That would have fell in line with how, the prep work went with this setting up the stream.
Yes. It's a good thing we started like, 20 minutes early, I think. Yeah. Something like that. We started 20 minutes early, making sure we had everything in line. So anyway, let's talk about some YouTube stuff here. What is, in your opinion, is the best way to get started?
Well, like I was telling you, like, you just had to make a couple videos and see if you even like doing it. Like, if they're bad videos, your first few videos are going to be relatively bad compared to what you could do a year later.
They are. Yeah, I went back and rewatched some of them, and it's like I was dead set on doing videos and this here in the snake room because I was so proud that it's almost done. And I was rewatching them. I'm like, oh my God, I look like Michael Myers standing in the corner because you just see this black silhouette.
But props to you for getting started. I'm never gonna make fun of anyone that's like at least trying something new. Like if you're thinking about doing it, make 10 videos, upload them onto YouTube. See if you actually like the process of filming them, editing them, uploading them, and interacting with like your YouTube community. And what was your question? Just how to get started.
What's up, Adam? Thanks for popping in. Proper Royals, I was a guest on his show. If you guys aren't subbed, or if you haven't checked him out, make sure you guys do check him out. Adam, right here is the guy right here that made the comment about how awesome your lighting was in the background. So this is the guy.
Good lighting. I remember. I was like, oh, even his background is nice. He has good depth of field. It was good stuff.
Anyway, the question was how to get started.
How to get started? Yeah, just start making videos. Make 10. See if you even like doing it, and then if you enjoy doing it, then just work on being better at filming, more efficient. And then learn how to do some crazy editing, and then eventually you'll get to 400 subscribers like this guy.
Finally did it. Thank you, everybody. And with the editing thing, I originally started I still film off of my phone. I have upgraded to a cheapy tripod, which isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it does do the job. But I still use my phone.
Any tripod works.
I have and sometimes my phone flops off of it. It's almost like it's on an ejector button. But I still use my phone. So you don't need a fancy camera. Fancy cameras do make better pictures, but I still use my phone for the videos. I originally used my phone for editing. I think I used, what was it? iMovie. iMovie is what I used to use. Used iMovie, and then once I got a laptop, I went and got
You have Adobe Premiere.
Adobe Premiere, yes.
But
Thank
you don't have the normal kind. You have some kind that they sold you with.
It came with Premiere and Premiere Elements.
Elements. Yeah.
Elements, yes. Yeah, it came with the Photoshop and the movie editor. So it's actually a pretty nice package. So I now use that. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me was just getting started. I mean, it took you how long? Like, you were on me for probably almost a year.
Dude.
I was still building this snake room. This snake room was still like a skeleton, basically. He's like, Jeremy, you should really like document all of this, and like the incubator thing. You should really document how you did that. Well, I will be releasing a video on the incubator build, but I didn't document it like you told me to do it.
People love seeing the beginning of small businesses. That's what I was trying to tell them. I'm like, yo, I know you have what 5, 6 snakes at that time or whatever.
Yeah, that was another thing. I didn't think I had enough snakes to even catch anyone's interest at all.
And I was like, dude, they don't care how many snakes. Like, if they watch you, in January, and then by December you have 10 snakes, 20 snakes. So it's like, wow, this guy's really grown and improved on his collection. Like, that's what they like to see. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well, see, I'm noticing that now. And what's up, Gershon? Gershon is an awesome dude as well. I expect at some point I'll be getting a hit up to be on his live, because at some point he's going to be getting a hit up to be on my live, as well as most people that are in the audience are going to be getting a hit to be on here at some point. Also, if you want to message me on Instagram or leave a comment in the comment section of this video and let me know if you want to be a guest on here. I'd love to try to start scheduling some people, get to know everybody a little bit better. So anyway, keep on trucking along here.
Yeah, getting started, right?
Yeah, getting started. Your first videos are, I don't want to say are going to suck, but they're going to suck. I mean, no one's perfect. Like, I look back on it and I thought I was doing an okay job with mine. And I look back at it, it's like, wow, how did I even, I don't even know how many views are on them, but I don't even know how anybody could remotely stand watching some of those because they were in the dark, terrible. The best part of it was when I did the candling on the clutches. Yeah, at least the darkness in the room did help me with that. But
that's the thing. You got started. You got the crappy videos out of the way. Like, a lot of people, they're just trying to plan hardcore. Like, all right, I want to make my first 10 videos about this specific thing. I'm not going to do it until I have this specific part or have this many snakes. Just start with what you have, see how it works out.
And I do think it's neat that now that I have started it, I do wish I would have started it when I did only have 5 snakes, because you get more of the unboxings. People love seeing your reaction of unboxing snakes. You get to experience and watch people grow even more. I'm sure everybody's kind of enjoyed watching me go from just having adults to breeding them, pulling the eggs, which I'm still in shock and awe about how great our first season went. And then to going and cutting eggs and having hatchlings and selling them. I mean, my first season went so great. I don't even have words to express how ecstatic I was. And what's up, TNT Balls? How's it going?
So are pretty much everyone that's watching right now, are they YouTubers or are interested YouTubers? I don't really know the people that are out here as well as you do.
TNT has a YouTube channel. He does lives. It seems like he has a live almost every night. He has a lot of lives. He's got a lot of great people that follow him.
Oh, nice.
Inquiline, I think, if I remember correctly, he just started throwing out some videos. He did an unboxing, I think it was, of a blade het clown or an Enchi blade het clown. I'm having a hard time remember. I remember there's a blade in there though, or maybe it's just a blade.
That's awesome. Getting started,
Yeah, he's a perfect example of starting out, and he's documenting his journey. Celtic Balls is a really awesome breeder. They have a nice channel. Gershon at GP Snakes, he's got a really good channel. He breeds as well. Everybody on here is basically a breeder.
Yeah,
and or keep snakes. Musical pythons, I'm not entirely sure. I need to check and see if they do have a channel.
okay.
Petzotics has a channel. I'm going to be doing a live with Petzotics. I think it's the 27th of January, if I'm not mistaken, at 5. Hopefully I'm laid off by then, so that way I can make that one. Work's been telling me I'm in such a high demand at the moment that I'm still technically working and I haven't gotten my layoff yet. So I'll keep you posted more on that one because I do work some late days, especially if I'm working an hour away like I've been. So I technically 5 o'clock, I may either still be on the job or on my way home still. Adam at Proper Royals, you commented on his channel. I was on his live. Just about everybody on here's got it. Snakes from Memories has a good channel. I'm definitely hitting them up to be on here in the near future. Adam's going to be getting a head up to be on here. They actually do lives as well.
Okay.
So they just started their lives. So that kind of actually even gave me a little bit more motivation to go and start my live.
Yeah, and an interesting thing I've noticed about the snake breeding community is like, you guys are pretty tight knit. Like all of you smaller creators out there are just kind of getting together, hosting each other on each other's live streams, which is awesome, commenting on each other's videos. And that's great to see in like a community where, previously I came from like a very saturated community from like gaming, like a bunch of gaming videos. There's so many people watching that, but the creators themselves, very little collaboration. Finance videos, the community there is also pretty saturated, so you rarely see creators interacting there. But I think it's awesome what you guys are doing here.
This community is probably one of the tightest, in my opinion anyway, one of the tightest knit communities that I've ever witnessed, been a part of, or seen. Everybody cares so deeply about not only the animals, but seeing everyone succeed. They just really. That's always his Spath can fill in for you. There you go. You're going to be holding snakes and stuff on January 27th if I can't make it.
I'm sick that day. I have a vacation planned. What else can I say? My kid's sick. My wife wants me to rebuild the house. But I got stuff going on.
This community is absolutely amazing. I mean, there's people that there's great people all over the world, and it seems like to me some of the most caring people that I've been exposed to All right. Come on into it. All right. Technical difficulties, everybody. That is how you know this is live. Thank you for everybody. And we still have 12 people staying in. So thank you for everybody hanging in there. Thank you, too, for he's still getting his thing set up here.
I'll be back.
I have no idea what happened. Like, our internet just completely crashed. And yeah, it looks like we're going to have to upgrade our internet here a little bit or something. So we'll get two back in here. But I'll start out while he's getting logged back in with just my experience in growing a channel. Starting out as nobody. There he is.
Yeah.
Right. See, he's still going to have to hold a snake, everybody.
What? No. Oh, the internet's out again.
Anyway. Starting out as basically a nobody and coming up to where I'm at with 400 subs now. I didn't even get to look and actually see that number yet. So it's just hard to believe. And like Tu said, you just got to start out and you got to make that first video and you got to start doing it and doing it and doing it. Does this mean dinner is delayed now? Yes, honey. It does mean dinner's delayed now. We still got like 30 minutes, dear.
Well,
anyway.
I mean, if food is ready, we could take this upstairs and just eat and talk.
No. But you just gotta get into it. You gotta start making the videos. You do have to enjoy it though, because if you don't enjoy it, people aren't going to enjoy what you're making. And I was afraid it was going to feel like a grind, and I absolutely and completely love making videos. It's great. It's amazing. I love sharing everything with everybody. I love, quote unquote, teaching with certain little things like some of the how-tos and just like the Ball Python breeding series I've started. I enjoy, trying to give people thoughts and ideas as to how to go about other ways about breeding. So it's just it's good for me. It gets me out. No, it's not right. Just trying
to time it right. What you say? How long will be like 40 minutes?
I told her it'd be wrap up around like 7 o'clock for this one. But anyway, you just got to start making them, and people. The start off is slow. I will not deny that. Starting off, I was making videos, and I was probably hitting you up like every couple of days, like, why is this thing not? Why am I getting like no views? Like the only views I was getting was like family members and friends.
You have to understand, like, the YouTube algorithm isn't gonna promote a bunch of people that are just starting off, because there's a high percentage of people that before their first 100 videos, they're probably already quit. So that's just the nature of how YouTube sees things. Also, they don't know what your channel is about. So
if
you're making a bunch of different content on one single channel, YouTube's going to be so confused. And I have no idea what this channel is actually going to be about. So I'm not going to recommend this to anyone, because their next video, who knows what it's going to be about. But what Jeremy is doing with his snake channel is just making 100% content focused on ball python breeding and some boa videos. So but overall, it's just the same topic, which YouTube, I'm sure once you get to 100 videos or something, YouTube is going to be, all right, we definitely 100% know what this channel is going to be about, and start pushing it out more. That's what I think.
I think I'm at 70 right now, or 71. I think it's 71.
71 videos.
Which, speaking of the boa video, it's very surprising to me that me being basically a ball python channel, some carpet pythons, which they'll start getting a bigger spotlight here very, very soon. The boa video is probably my biggest viewed video. I think that's at over 4,000 views so far, and definitely the most watch hours. Granted, it is a 40-minute video, which I probably should split that into 2 parts now that I've got some experience under my belt with making videos. That should have been a 2-parter. But it does baffle me that the boa is the biggest viewed out of the ball pythons. But I do plan on going, for anybody that's on here that loves boas, I do plan on hitting Mike up, one, not only to do a live with me. We might have to do a live like I'm doing with Tu down here in the snake room, because I don't know if Mike has a webcam or anything. But I do plan on going over there and doing. I wanted to go over the snakes he's held back from last season, and we'll just kind of go from there and maybe make some other content as well with the boas, just because it does seem like everybody does enjoy the boas so much.
I think it's because another thing is like there's so few people making boa videos, so that's probably why.
And that could be. It also might be.
Views.
It also might be the bright orange snake that looks completely photoshopped on the thumbnail. Because when I saw it, he sent me that picture for that thumbnail. I was like, no, now there's no way that thing's real. And when I saw that in person, I was like, dang, that thing is amazing. And to hold it, I mean, I don't even know what that snake's worth, but I know it's worth a pretty penny. And to hold it in my hands, I was like, this is all but perfection. If you could get a ball python that was that neon colored, and I mean that thing is in person is basically a neon looking color of orange and red, and if you get a ball python that would look like that, open up your wallets and purses, everybody, because I mean it's going to be outrageously expensive.
So this is probably a stupid question to most of you, but like,
no such thing as stupid question too. Only the one that isn't asked.
There are stupid questions. Like, what's the difference between like a ball python, like a boa, like the way they look? It's not all.
It's the way. First big difference is one, boas get a lot bigger than ball pythons. Boas, like some of Mike's boas, are probably close to 10. I don't want to say 10 foot. They're probably a good 8-9 foot.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
crazy.
dude. When you hold a boa, I mean it's like a snake version of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you're holding a big female, it is an impressive snake to hold.
Yeah. No, thank you.
But they give live birth where ball pythons give birth to eggs. They lay eggs.
Oh, okay.
So where boas, they basically incubate the eggs internally. You know, if you want to say eggs. But,
yeah.
they do give live birth. So that's a lot. That's a very neat thing, which I think that's one thing Mike was talking about, was trying to set up like a live birth cam and us
cool.
putting that onto the channel. So I think that we both thought that would be a pretty cool idea. Now, how you do that and not have the snake knock it over and get footage of a tub, you know, who knows? I know when I did the shedding video, that was kind of one of the things I was hoping that the snake didn't do.
So I like Pet's comment here. So it's better to do 100 different channels about 100 different subjects than to have one channel and have 100 different topics in one. Yes, that's
I would agree with
it. Because right now I have a finance channel and also have like a gaming channel. And my gaming channel, I focus 100% on one game right now, and it is getting a decent amount of watch time, and it's just constantly being recommended to people that want to play that game. It's Catan Universe. It's Settlers of Catan. It's just a board game. For those of you guys who aren't aware of it, it's kind of nerdy, 100%. But I looked at vidIQ, which is a YouTube research tool, and I searched Catan. This is how I would start if I wanted to figure out the topic of my YouTube channel. Search the topic on this platform and just see how many times people are searching for this specific video. So I searched for Catan Universe, which is the game, and I saw that it had about 2,000 people searching for it every month, which is relatively low if you think about it. But at the same time, there wasn't barely any competition. So right now, my Catan channel is sitting at a little over 500 subscribers, and I have enough watch time to get it monetized. And I have like easily 500 to 1,000 views per video, just because there aren't a lot of Catan channels out there. And right now I'm only uploading like bi-weekly on there, but my videos on that channel are about like 20 minutes long, and I have no problem getting people to watch the videos like halfway through, just because there aren't a lot of people making videos for that. So that's why I would recommend vidIQ, looking it up and seeing how often it's searched. Sorry for rambling on.
No, you're good. You're good, brother. You're good. Petsonics, I think, if I remember correctly, they do like fish. They're trying to get into like doing reptile stuff.
Let me see how many searches ball pythons are per month.
Oh, Oh, two's pulling up. Should we get video or share your screen thing?
Okay, Ball Python on YouTube is searched 49,000 times per month, and the competition is relatively low. Now, you could, let's see here, Ball Python breeder, which is a keyword that you could use, but it's searched 5,600 times per month, with competition being relatively low. So you guys are in a very good,
In a good little community tight knitness.
yeah. So you search BOA. Let's see what BOA.
As I say, I've never. And all you even got me onto that vidIQ, and I'll be honest, I've never used it.
I need to
You need to show me the ropes on some of this stuff.
Just watch some of my YouTube videos. Some of my YouTube videos talks about it too, but I will also show you in person.
I was gonna say, I'm more of a visual on hands learner, like doing this. I know Adam from Proper Royals got a call from me, or actually, I messaged him. He called me through a live chat, and he helped me try to figure this whole StreamYard thing out because I was having some slight issues thought I was having slight issues, but somehow I didn't have issues, if that makes any sense.
See, Pets is saying he's focusing on fish and reptiles.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's see. I'm going to look at his channel real quick.
All right. So we got how to get started. Slightly kind of half went over my experience in growing. Biggest thing like with growing is just keep putting the content out there. Be regular. That's another big thing. Be regular on your content. Now that I'm doing live streams, it's going to be every Sunday at 6:00. We'll be doing a live stream. So I'll now move because I used to drop a video on Sunday. This will actually be the last Sunday that I do drop a video. I was that awesome little hatchling feeding video. So we're going to be moving our drop days probably to sometime in the middle of the week, like Wednesday, maybe something like that. And then throwing in a short here and there throughout the week just to kind of keep everything moving in the algorithm and give you guys some eye candy, kind of maybe do like a featured snake of the week or something. I don't know. But that's how some slight changes on the channel are going to be going. And hopefully that does help with the growing as well. Another thing I've noticed that does help with growing, going into other people's live streams and just commenting, getting to know the people in the live streams, letting people get to know you. I know I've gained a lot of subs from TNT's live stream, my Animal House's live stream, Keys. I don't know if they're watching. I haven't seen them comment yet anyway. But Keys Constrictors, they do a live stream. I got a lot of subs from them. Ledka, just a whole bunch of people. I've been a part of their live streams. Adam from Proper Royals. That's one channel I don't miss. Gershon's, I try not to miss that one. Snakes for the Memories, I try not to miss Jeremy and Holly's. So there's a lot of live streams going on. You just got to get out there, be active, let people get to know you, and they'll come and get to know you as well. I mean, this community is awesome, and we all want to see everybody succeed. So, how about video ideas too?
Video ideas. So if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend like tutorials and like reviews, like how to something. Like what tutorials have you done so far?
Oh, I think I did. I didn't do it off the start though. I kind of did mine with egg pullings. I guess that would be how to not get bit pulling eggs. But my actual how-tos would have been how to set up a basic ball python enclosure. I did that.
So you got to keep in mind, like, no one knows who you are yet, right? So like, how do they end up on your channel? So what do people look for? They look for tutorials, reviews. The one review that you did is still getting views, right, on the back end.
Oh, yes. The ARS 5540 rack that's behind too. That was one. Actually, it's right here. That's actually my second highest viewed video. Sorry, I drew a blank there. It's my second highest viewed video, and it still shocks me because that was up when everything was up in my man cave / Star Wars and Nerdvana room. And yes, I said Nerdvana, not Nirvana. Not that there's anything wrong with Nirvana, because I like them too, but Nerdvana, because if anybody's ever seen my Star Wars room, it's very sci-fi oriented, figures, autographs everywhere. Just there, you can't even really see the walls. But and everything was still up there. So it was a very early video, and it's still surprised. Like I was still just warming up to even being filmed, and I thought it's probably one of my better early films, but it was still terrible.
Hey, you getting started.
I need
started.
I need to do a better, like an updated version. I did do a rack review on the 1065 rack, which I want to do an updated one on that now that I have more tiers for it. It looks a bit more complete, and I've actually used it a little bit more. I have the 5020s that you can see behind too, which is here. This rack, I'm going to do a review on that. Post your Star Wars channel. All right, let me try to pull that up here quick, Rob.
So yeah,
video, like Gershon actually, with that, Gershon actually has a great, I don't want to say 3-step program but he has several different good top-notch videos as to how to start. Like I believe it was like go over your males, go over your females. You can still see me, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're.
I'm looking at a completely different screen, and like I still don't trust technology. How do I switch account?
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Yes, go over your males, go over your females. I think go over your pairings. Best thing would be just to go to Gershon's channel, check him out, because I know he does go over it. Or he can, if he's still on the live, he can comment down below. And
look, your one unboxing video has like 70-some views on your Star Wars channel.
It does. That's hard to believe. I need to post another video. I was going to post another one a while ago, and then I didn't because it's like it is a side channel. So I don't like, my main focus is on this channel, and sometimes I feel like I just can't. I want to have enough videos ahead on this one, which I'm sitting at where I have 2 sitting in the vault right now to unleash, and I'd like to have at least another 3 or 4, just so that way I can have a little bit of breathing room and then do more on my Star Wars channel. Because I have so much stuff in my collection and autographs and memorabilia, and it's kind of, you just sit in there and it's kind of like, oh, that's a lot of money on the walls.
two video ideas and stuff I would recommend for you at this point. You mentioned it earlier with like a full-on like live stream or whatever with a snake. I don't know, like, what you could do with that, like maybe snakes breeding, like a full live view of that happening. Because I don't think anyone in your community is doing that yet.
I don't know if everyone's really, that would be a difficult, like, because they get to move in, and I mean, granted, they do a lot of moving with the shedding too.
Yeah, like
that'd be something to try. Put it like just a little bit, a couple hours, and edit that out possibly.
Yeah, or you just have it like ongoing, because I know YouTube was recommending like this live feed of a bird feeder for a while, and I was getting like so many views. I'm like, oh, whoever thought this is a genius! That's such a great idea. And like back when I was doing like eBay reselling videos, people like body cam footage of you going out hunting for specific things to like resell. So something you could do for your Star Wars channel is just going out, because I know you go out in the toy aisle to hunt for whatever you're looking for.
Everybody could sit there and watch me cry and get to experience some of the pain my darling wife gets to experience every time I go to a Walmart and Target.
And your friends
and my friends. Yeah, you guys have been subject to it as well. You go out there and you're like, all right, I'm going to go find this figure, at least find something. And you go and there's an empty shelf. And you're just like, why doesn't anyone do their job and stock the Star Wars?
Yeah.
Why?
I remember the one night we went to Walmart because like my phone number got stolen from me, and I was trying to, get help from some Walmart employees. This guy, like, hey, I'll be back. I just got to check the toy section.
I was like, peace out, bro. I'm going and I'm checking the Star Wars stuff. I do believe I did find one that night.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, Dude was having a crisis. I'm like, dude, look what I found. Look. He's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, so I went with like a prepaid service, that they have at Walmart, which I will not mention because I do not recommend them. So someone was able to transfer my phone number to their SIM card, and they took my Bitcoin. So
yeah, that was a rough night. It was rather comical though, watching you like deal with people on the phone. Like two's like
customer support.
two. If you know him personally, two is like one of the most laid back, easygoing, happy-go-lucky guys I know. It takes a lot to get him mad. And that night, if you would have taken two's blood pressure, it would have been through the roof. I mean, he was heated. It was bad.
They're just so bad at their job, and I just don't like poor customer service, especially over the phone. The one hung up on me, and I wasn't even being that rude. Rude, mind you, but not that rude.
I have seen and heard ruder people in my life.
Yeah, because like you guys are, you got to get mean with them, and I'm like, okay,
you were being a little too nice. You were.
That was my version of being mean to somebody over the phone.
But anyway, so video ideas. I mean, basically, at least for reptile wise, people love seeing snakes. I have noticed people love to see snakes being fed. I know some people might not like live feeding. They might, some people just don't like seeing it. Some people do. I know from in my perspective, it does help break up. It adds a little bit of spice here and there to throw out, like a feeding video. I threw a feeding video for the carpets the one day, throughout the feeding video this week of feeding the hatchlings. Just every once in a while, you just kind of break things up a little bit, throw a little bit of spice into it, and not everything has to be educational. I say educational. I mean, let's face it, I'm still learning every day in this hobby. I mean, I just try to show everybody my experience, have them. Hopefully, what I go through in my experience will help the next person below me and help them out. So that way they either don't make the same mistakes that I did, or just saves them a little bit of headache.
Yeah.
So
Something
people can always learn from you. I think that's the big thing.
Something to keep in mind when you're making these videos is like, do you want to make videos catered towards people that have to view the video immediately, or do you want to make videos that people could watch from now to like 3 years from now and it still be something entertaining or valuable?
Yeah.
Like right now, my main YouTube channel, every 48 hours, I get like 13,000 views just from previous videos. Like I have gone through spells of like not uploading for weeks/months, and I still get those views on videos I've already made because they're just tutorials, reviews, easy videos, ideas that you guys can do, and very easy. Just go out with your phone, film like, oh, I'm just reviewing this rack system, or this is how you do this. This is how you clean your snakes. I don't know what else you do with them.
Like right now, for the past 48 hours, I'm at 965 views on my channel. 671 is on the Pastel Orange Dream short that I just posted, and 59's on this live right now. And then followed up with the insane boa video, which is almost always the top. I think that there's only 2 times that wasn't top video, or I shouldn't say 2 times, but there's only been 2 videos that have ever beaten that one. And I do believe that they were shorts too. I think my one short is of my pastel yellow belly, and I got like 6,000 views in one day. And then there was the one was my Orange Dream Bumblebee that got like 3,000 or 4,000 views in a very short time. But those were the only 2 videos that ever beat out the insane boa video.
Shorts is another really good way to start breaking into becoming a YouTuber, because you can either make them either 15 seconds or 60 seconds or anything in between, and it's a good idea just to start doing that, pushing out some videos and seeing, like I said, if you like it.
Yeah, that's true. I have picked up a lot of subs from shorts. It lets everybody gets the content out there a little bit faster to a broader audience, I guess I want to say, because a lot of people don't have a long attention span. So it gets your content out there. They'll say, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. I'm going to check their channel out, and then you might get a sub out of it. So it does, it kind of gives a little bit of a teaser to people. So it does help out with your subscriber count as well. You get some of those people that might not have normally checked out your channel originally, but since it's only 15 seconds, they're like, well, I can spare 15 seconds out of my day for this. So, all right, we got video ideas. We're at 7 o'clock already, too.
Yeah, we got to push through here.
I think, well, maybe what we'll do Would you be okay with doing a part 2 sometime?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll be cool with that.
well, either you come over again and we can do the same setup, or we can do it from your place, or we could do it. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do the rest of what I had going on here.
You know
as
what? We
far
could
as-
even do this online. I mean, they have this thing. It's called the internet. Like you can just
Really?
be at my house and.
Well, that's,
I mean,
that's what I just said. Did I just say that?
My bad.
Anyway.
See, I was thinking so hard about roasting you that I just kind of blocked out everything you said.
So that's
My bad.
So I think maybe that's what we're going to do, because the other topics I wanted to go over were equipment, how long to typically grow a following and a subscriber base, methods to grow your channel, and audience questions. I know everybody wants to see Two Hold a Snake, so maybe that means that he has to come back and be here for part 2.
No.
And maybe if we get enough people and likes and subscribers by then and followers and all that fun stuff,
I can't.
maybe we'll get into whole like a hatchling.
You know what? The only time I'll hold a snake is if I'm dead. I'll allow you to put a snake on my dead body. All right, and then you could do whatever.
Well, I guess everybody's gonna get to have a show then. Have a good old hard flipping snake show.
It's not gonna happen. I don't know, man. I can't do it. I got bit by a guinea pig once. I didn't like it.
Getting bit by a snake is far less traumatic than a guinea pig.
I got bit by a dog once too. I'm just
It's far less traumatic than a dog. Trust me. I would get bit by a snake 100 times.
musical Python says hold a baby. I have a baby. So
You should give the people what they want.
no, I can't. That's just something I can't do. Nope. I am afraid of being. Look at this guy. What is he doing?
Dude, you think that's most of the times, I will say this. You all can see Xena back here. Normally at night when I'm watching lives or down here doing stuff in the snake room, that girl is normally basically in stalk mode, and I'm being hunted almost the whole time while I'm down here.
Yeah, I don't like being down here. We should get upstairs.
I'll put it this way. If anybody that's seen the original Jurassic Park, and you have Muldoon and I can't do it. Ellie, I think if I remember correctly, Ellie. When they're going after to turn the power back on and the raptors are loose and stuff, and Muldoon looks at Ellie and goes, that they can't run because they're being hunted. And, he says in that really creepy, with screwed voice. That's kind of how I feel when I'm at night down here, and every movement I make, I see and feel this head following me, and just, it's like you're being hunted at all times. It's kind of funny, creepy feeling at the same token.
Look at him.
Dude, she's just chilling. She's a happy snake. She is a happy snake. She got her vines and branches. Yeah, see, she's happy. She's not even in hunt mode. You should have saw me trying to change her water this morning.
Yeah.
Now, that was another thing when I went to change her water. Yeah, you'd love that.
All right. I've become I'm a cameraman sometimes, and it's terrifying every time when you're over here. Get a shot of this too. And I'm like, dude, I have zoom. I can zoom in on it. You don't need to bring it closer to me.
Yeah, the live egg cuttings. When you guys have ever watched the live egg cuttings, look, dude, our watch count is just climbing. We can't stop. We're gonna have to starve tonight. We're gonna starve. I don't even know if my wife is even watching anymore.
We were like, yo, look at these idiots.
We could go until she hollers for us.
She's watching right now. She's gonna
I don't think she is anymore.
She's just giving up.
I will do this.
He's texting to Miss Kara. Do people know her name? She's commented on here.
Yeah, she's commented on the lives and stuff.
Kara, if you're still watching, do you want us to come upstairs, or should we keep doing this?
Or should Two Hold a Snake?
No. No. That's not happening tonight.
My wife Kara was scared to death of snakes, and
I'm not your wife.
she swore. You could.
Turn off this live stream real quick. All right.
She was scared to death of snakes. It was even a miracle I even got her talked into letting me get a snake. All right, yeah, she's still cooking. See, we're good
Just
too.
okay. All right.
We're good. We're
Yeah,
good. All right,
when
we're
you're
gonna carry
ready
on
for
here
us,
a little bit.
Let us know. So,
Yeah, send me a text on. I got you. I got the phone here beside me.
so she was listening this whole time.
She was listening this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that embarrassing or not?
No, it's actually kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it, Carol.
Yeah.
Keep on cooking.
That means Casey's watching too. Your wife, so.
Yeah, I think she left now.
Going on. You can stay there. You can sleep with the snakes tonight.
Yeah, no, I'll go and sleep in the snow. Anything else?
But no, she was like scared to death, and she came around surprisingly, and see, plenty of time to hold a snake.
No,
I agree with you, Regis.
Oh, my hands are dirty. I don't want to, mess
Yeah,
up
hand
your-
sanitizer.
I'm allergic to hand sanitizer sometimes.
Yeah, that alcohol really gets you, won't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Get a couple of these smeared offs in me, and then I still won't hold a snake, but I'm gonna have a nice buzz going.
Yeah, you will.
Right. So are we going forward with the next topic?
Yeah, let's just go on forward. Let's see how many of these we can knock out. We'll still get you back on another time, but all right. So equipment too. I use, like, for this, I'm using my laptop. Two's using his fancy laptop. Makes mine look like a dinosaur, even though mine's still new.
All laptop webcams themselves suck. That's what I think.
Yeah, but yours is so nice. Mine looks awful green.
It's just because there's great lighting in here. That's the only reason.
We had to cover my light up because it gave me like this goofy alien-like glow. Yeah, see, you can see.
There's a piece of paper.
Yeah, we had to use a piece of cardboard paper or poster board or whatever you want to call it to cover it up because it was too bright.
But yeah, work with the equipment you have. Like you said, you were filming with your iPhone, and iPhone cameras are great.
Yeah, this is why I use just my iPhone XR. I think it's the XR.
Yeah.
So it's nothing great, fancy tripod. It's very simple. I do all my editing now on the laptop. Like I said, with Adobe Photoshop for the thumbnails and Premiere Elements for like the videos and stuff.
And if you don't want to spend money on a video editing software, you can get DaVinci Resolve, which is 100% free. There is a paid version, but it costs like $300. But you could edit everything. There's no watermark. DaVinci Resolve 16 is what I'm working with right now, and it works. I love it. I used to use Premiere Pro, but I got tired of paying for like the subscription because not the version you have, but the regular version, you have to pay like $10 to $20 a month just to keep it. So.
See, I think mine was like $80 or something like that.
$80 for
80 or not 80 or 90 as a package deal, I think.
Oh, okay.
See, all right, now Rob just made a comment here. To compare cameras to see which is better, each hold same snake, so we see which looks better. See, I think we should do that too. I'll hold one, you hold one. Yeah, no.
Nope, my camera's shutting off.
Still can't get him. We'll get him at some point. You wait.
Not happening.
So all right. So
Petonics is saying or pets. How do you say that?
Petonics. I think it's It's kind of a tongue twister in a way.
It is, and like the text is so small here for me. I will promote Smaths' YouTube channel on my next 10 live streams if he holds a snake. Nope, I'm not gonna be bought. Not gonna be bought because like people can easily just unsubscribe so easy, and by then I would have held a snake and that poison. Like the idea of living with that would be on my hands.
Have you ever heard of Wondershare? I've never heard of Wondershare.
I use Wondershare. Is that free software or is that like something that you have to pay for? Rob M.
We're not going to give up.
Well, it's not going to happen. So,
well, here, you talk about equipment. I'm going to get these people out a hatchling. Shows my candy while you talk. Okay?
Okay.
Well, here, stay there. I'll just turn my.
All right, this works.
See, this is why we did it like this. Now just watch me trip over something.
Okay, he's gonna get out a snake, a hatchling. You said.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite hatchling out of this season. You can keep talking.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, he's
scared of that.
Bring out a snake right now, and it's looking at him like he's candy, dude. Shouldn't you not bring him out there at nighttime? Isn't that a thing?
Well, I normally feed at night, but
yeah, it's like
these guys they're great. This is the Orange Dream Bumblebee, currently shooting farther away. I just need to learn where this camera's at. I love this guy.
Should be in the center. Top center. There it is.
Yeah, there. I absolutely think this guy is gorgeous.
It's free. You could pay.
I think he might have fire possibly in him. I'm not entirely sure because he's really not browning out much. You're seeing a little bit of brown speckling coming in on the dorsal, but ultimately, he's not really browning out. He's got an awesome belly to him too. Really clean. I absolutely love this guy. If anybody can't tell, because he's been on like several thumbnails and yeah. He's got like 2 shorts. This guy is awesome. And he's actually from Clutch 3, and he's probably one of the biggest snakes out of all the clutches.
Your turn, Scott. Get out of here. No way. All right, it's getting back into its tub. All right, good. That's what I like to see.
So anyway, equipment to it. Anyway, is there any other equipment that you can think of?
So I want to make sure he's going in there 100%. What did you say? Equipment.
Yes.
So we went over the software. Everyone has a camera on their phone. Down the road, once you get your YouTube channel monetized, you might want to get like a better microphone because people could deal with decent quality. But if you don't have that like great audio, look, you're using a tool to get this one.
No. This one I have come into her tub a little too quick before, and she got me once.
Yeah. See, that's what
It doesn't hurt.
It
doesn't hurt. It just like I don't want her to get hurt.
I don't know if my buddy Tony's still watching, but this is his favorite. This is our pastel, or what I think is pastel in a way. GHI, banana, mahogany. And this is Katniss, which my wife named because of the fiery look on her dorsal. The other one, the bumblebee, the orange tree bumblebee, his name is Shockwave. I thought that was kind of fitting since he is rather shocking looking. Yeah, she is just a beautiful snake.
Rob says we're gonna have to get Spath a rubber snake to ease him into it. It's not gonna help. Look at that. I think they look cool. I just don't want to get near them.
See, that is some like look at that beautiful, that cute little face.
This is gonna strike.
She's not gonna strike. I do love this girl. Like, I don't know if the camera really picks it up, but she's like a really unique lavender pinky color with like some orange hues in the alien heads. Oh, she actually she got rid of you too.
See, it's already after me.
Wait, why has it got a microphone?
I unmuted myself.
Oh, okay.
It's already after me. It's trying to take me out online.
So yeah.
How did I know how to do that?
I don't know. She just touched it and like you disappeared.
See,
She's
exactly.
Like,
that's
she's
true.
like, you don't like me, we're gonna get rid of him.
See, all snakes are trying to kill me. That's what I think. They're not venomous, but they could choke me out. Not feeling it. Not feeling it.
And we'll get one more.
Getting out another one?
One more.
I mean, it's good for your snake channel, so
Yeah, everybody likes to see a little bit of eye candy.
Yeah.
We'll get out a hat. Now this one here is our pewter leopard that is het for Desert Ghost. And I absolutely love this guy. I was hoping we got 2 leopards out of this clutch. These are from clutch 4. And I had hoped that these would have been females, but they were males. So I still ended up keeping both of them just because it allows me to work the project from a couple different angles. It's almost like this guy's like kind of pattern is one side looks more like a I don't want to say one side has more cinnamon look to it, but this one side does have more of a cinnamon look with how the keyholes and stuff are. And then I think it's this side. This side just completely shows the power of leopard and how it like just completely blows the pattern out and just makes it do some really crazy things. Oh, too. But I love this guy. I think the Het Desert Ghost is giving him a little bit better of a look as far as the silvers and the colors on him. He does seem a little bit brighter than what his mom was. But he is just gorgeous. And nice little clear belly. But beautiful, beautiful snake.
All right, we'll get back to the YouTube stuff now.
All
Gotta
right.
give people some eye candy. Everybody wants to see some snakes every once in a while.
Everyone does.
Even you do. Even you.
I say I get enough of it when I watch your videos. That's my feel. I like seeing them through a screen. I don't like being trapped in a room full of them.
All right, so we got equipment. Equipment's kind of like a basic thing, I guess. Cameras, mics.
Yeah.
You can get fancy with it. You can stay simple with it. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your laptop. I did do a couple videos using my laptop, and I was just like, the camera's quality just isn't quite there.
You got to treat it like your snake business. You know, you buy a few snakes to start out, you breed them, you sell them. Then, you know, the more money you make out of your snake business, and then you could buy better equipment. You know, start off with what you have.
You need a shot.
After that stress.
I mean, and as I know there are a lot of people, and Adam on his channel, he talked about this as well. There are proper royals with the monetization with YouTube.
What the heck was that?
I think someone's tail dropped, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, need to fulfill my promises, making video tonight, getting very dark. Take it easy, Line. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the support, brother.
Have a good one, man. Are you sure it didn't just strike at the glass?
No, it didn't strike. She's trying to burrow underneath her substrate for some reason. Anyway, what was I even talking about?
I don't know. I was distracted when I heard a loud noise coming from behind.
Wow, I'm really losing it here. Hate it, but I gotta go eat supper. Yeah, everybody's starting to get ready to go eat supper.
All right, this could be a time where we could do a part 2, talk about, like, you know, monetization, what to do after your first year, that type of thing. And this one
the monetization. All right, let me finish up my thought with that, and then I guess we are starting to drop viewers here, so I guess we ought to call it a night and go up and spend some time with the wife and children, or the wives and children. The wife and children. Well, I have 2. Granted, my one's upstairs, and you don't even know he's here half the time.
Unless dinner.
Yeah, he does make an appearance for dinner. You gotta love teenagers in there, constant need for food. Monetization. Yeah, like we'll touch base on this a little bit more next time we have 2 back on, but you necessarily don't have to hit all these goals of the 1,000 watch hours and 4,000 or 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours to be monetized from YouTube.
Yeah.
I sold so many snakes through basically because of YouTube, because I showed, you know, the pulling of the eggs, the pairings, cutting of the eggs, you know, stuff like that, and people saw all that, and you know, it was basically free advertising. So in theory, like Adam had said on his channel, to me, that's being monetized to an extent. So, you know, you could be officially monetized on YouTube, but you can be unofficially monetized as well and use YouTube to your advantage for advertising, showing what's going on and showing the pairings, you know, kind of building up that anticipation. Because I know some of my clutches I think it's clutch 2. The clutch number 2 is basically sold before it even hatched. And yeah, Rob says it's great marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many ways to make money off of YouTube without YouTube ads. Like you said, selling your snakes, you could do affiliate marketing and just having sponsors. I mean,
yeah,
that's another thing.
What's up, Moon? But yeah, I mean, you can use YouTube to your advantage. It's great for marketing. Like I said, clutch number 2 was basically sold before he was even hatched. I had people telling, you know, basically a checklist of who wanted what morphs if they came out, And of course, that was the one clutch where I only kept 2 babies out of it. The GHI, Mojave, Banana, Pastel female, and then the Pastavi female. I did keep those 2 out of it. Everything else I sold. Do keep in touch with some of the people from time to time to just kind of check up, see how they're doing. But they sold pretty quick. And everybody seems to be extremely happy with how they looked and everything. And some of them I actually probably shouldn't have sold because banana females are, I don't want to say hard to come by, but a lot of people do hold the banana females back just because they can throw male and female. And any male that comes from them is going to be a female maker. So, it's a pretty cool little aspect with them. But anyway, we're dropping viewers. It's getting a little bit on the late side. I'm hungry. Pretty sure Two's hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
He needs to work. He worked up an appetite with all that stress and all the drinking he's been doing just to stay down here in the snake room.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll come back. It depends if these people want me back, because I don't know much about snakes. But if you ever want to talk about YouTube stuff, again, let me know.
I was gonna say, I think we got some more topics. I'm sure we can come up with some more. Let a comment down below. Let me know, or I should say, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see Two come back on the channel. I appreciate everybody for tuning in for our first live. Hopefully it went smooth, except for that extremely big internet failure that we had. I do appreciate everybody that actually stayed in the live still, and this guy for keeping the chat and everything up to date as far as what was going on during the slight crisis. Because, let's just face it, that was kind of a what the heck moment.
Yeah, I got on to my phone and just started typing in chat as soon as that happened while you ran out the room trying to figure out the internet.
I have no idea what was going on with it. But anyway, we got it fixed. So thanks for hanging in with us, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for all the support and for getting me up to 400 subs. I greatly appreciate it. And we're going to wrap it up. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll have to figure out if we're going to have Two back on for that one, if we're going to kind of spread out the viewership of Two here. And he's throwing things now.
Okay. It's all right.
Maybe get somebody else on here for a show and then get Two back on. But we're definitely going to try to get him back on if you guys want to hear more YouTube information. Because I know I learned a lot from him. So have a good night, everybody. Take it easy. See you next time. Later.
How do we end this?
I started saying later. I started saying later.
Just assume it's done.
Peace. Later, everybody.